please no talking, or...
Unless I ask you to.
Yes, exactly. What else? What else? Yeah. Okay, well, this is Asia and we're going... Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I would just like making it clear.
All right, you ready? Oh my God, guys! I think I just found my future wife. She's like super, super hot. Wait. Do you think I should go like get her number?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you. What's your name?
Jess.
Jess? Oh my God! Wait, Jess, what? Richardson? Wow. Wait, Asia Richardson. Sorry. I was just thinking out loud. Don't mind me. You're like super cute. Do you think I could get your number?
Because I fear this.
Do you think I could give you my number?
Like, please. Oh my God.
All right, guys. So now, all jokes aside, you're probably wondering, like, Asia, how did you become such a good flirter? How did you do that? Like, how are you so good at it? Well, today I'm here to tell you that flirting is a very useful life skill that can help you in many areas. I feel like it's pretty similar to public speaking in a sense because there's a very performative aspect of it, as you might have been able to see. These are really good techniques for first impressions, building confidence, building connections, and, maybe even getting free drinks at a bar one day. It's really not that complicated as long as you remember your presentability, your conversation, and your body language. So, allow me to introduce to you Flirting 101, hosted by yours truly. The first thing I want to talk about is presentability. Now, Professor Gross from the University of Nevada says that your presentability will heavily correlate with your success in work, getting approved for loans, and much more like, maybe a good flirt. So, you can think of it as the same way that people will get dressed up for an important interview, or, like how someone might get dressed up for an important speech. But my point is that first impressions can really, really go a long way, so it's important to keep in mind. Some of my favorite tips and tricks with this are wearing like a good perfume or a good cologne, really taking care of your hygiene. I mean, like, really putting time into your self-care. Even if you're not flirting with anyone, please just take care of yourself. Fixing your hair, wearing nice clothes, maybe feeling your makeup if you're feeling like it, but you get my point. So the second thing I want to talk about is your conversation. So when speaking to a potential interest, it's important to note that your content and investment is crucial. So you don't want to, like, when was the last time you talked to someone who was, like, super nonchalant and super dry and thought, damn, that's the guy for me? Exactly. Okay. So find your similar interests and really get excited about your conversation, and you don't need to play hard to get because people like feeling wanted, right? So an article on attraction from Penn State says that like attracts like, and similarities will draw people to each other. So start thinking about like what you guys have in common and ask them questions about themselves to really get the ball rolling. This can be a really good basis for a friendship, which is really good to establish early on if you have any future agenda with them. So the second thing I want to talk about is delivery. So the similar way in that your speech is going to deliver to an audience. It's really important that the way that you're talking to your potential interest is calculated in the delivery. So the same Penn State article highlights reciprocity because it's really nice when people match your energy. Like if you meet someone who's really exciting and has a lot of charisma, Riz as the kids like to say these days, you're probably going to feed off of their energy and start feeling the same type of emotions. People are attracted to what's familiar, so while you may not initially be, it's pretty simple to cultivate because familiarity will breed psychological safety and comfortability with your interest. So you can do this through like acts of service or sharing or being just very authentic. You can also do this through breaking the touch barrier, which will bring me to my next point, that is body language. Your physical proximity and nearness is noted in the article as highly influential to the development of your relationships. And I need a volunteer that's okay with being touched. Get up here, sorry. Okay, so you might have heard of the touch barrier. This is going to be the very subtle line that crosses between into more obvious flirting territory where non-threatening, like light-hearted touching will come into play. And you could do this through like a little like a playful swat or like a little shove, like if you're like talking to them, obviously it will look a lot more natural and nice. Or like if you're like telling them super important, I'd be like, Saturn, like I need to talk to you. Like a hand on the arm or the shoulder, that also really goes a long way. Again, this creates a sense of familiarity and comfort between you and your interest. Finally, I'd want to emphasize the effects of subtle gestures. This really shows engagement and intent with your person. And I'm a big fan of these because I feel like a little goes a long way. So Oxford.org says that body language will really give away a lot when it comes to flirting. It's almost a form of communication in and of itself. My favorites are eye contact, leaning forward if you're sitting down, maybe playing with your jewelry if you're sitting up, nodding while they're talking, and showing off your beautiful smile. So, now that you guys are all flirting experts, you should all know the basics of presentability, conversation, and body language. Now, if you don't put your hands on your hearts, please. And one in the air. Repeat after me. I swear. I swear. If I find my future husband or wife, using these methods, I will invite Asia to my wedding immediately. I will invite Asia to my wedding immediately. All right. Thank you guys for all being such a good audience. I really hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So thank you for listening.